Welcome back, truth seekers and pattern recognizers. Today we're exploring the disturbing synchronicities surrounding the recent Palm Springs fertility clinic bombing. An event that, when examined through the lens of sacred numerology and cosmic timing, reveals itself as part of a larger spiritual message about creation, destruction, and the consequences of interfering with life's divine patterns. On May 17, 2025, a bombing occurred at the American Reproductive Center's fertility clinic in Palm Springs, California. The attack resulted in one fatality, reportedly the perpetrator themselves, and sent shockwaves through communities concerned about reproductive healthcare security. But beneath the headlines lies a web of numerical correspondences that cannot be dismissed as mere coincidence. Let's begin with the date, May 17th. In numerology, this reduces to a 5 plus 1 plus 7 equals 13, which further reduces to 4. 5 represents change, freedom, and adaptability, but also instability and disruption. That this event occurred on a day vibrating with the energy of 5 speaks to its nature as a chaotic disruption seeking to force change. The year 2025 reduces to a 9, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. 9 is the number of completion, humanitarian ideals, and endings. Events that occur in 9 years often represent the culmination of long-building tensions and the explosive release of energies that have been suppressed. Palm Springs itself holds significant numerical vibration. Palm Springs reduces to an 11 in numerology, a master number representing spiritual insight, illumination, and the gateway between worlds. 11 is considered a portal number, marking locations where the veil between dimensions is thin. That this violence occurred in a location vibrating with the frequency of 11 suggests a spiritual battle manifesting in the physical realm. Even more revealing is the name of the targeted facility, American Reproductive Centers. This name reduces to a 7 in numerology, the number of spiritual truth, divine perfection, and mystical understanding. 7 is also connected to the creation story in Genesis, where God created the world in 7 days. The attack on a fertility center, a place literally dedicated to the creation of new life, that vibrates with the creation number 7, reveals the spiritual nature of this conflict. The bombing occurred on a Saturday, the 7th day of the week, traditionally associated with rest and spiritual contemplation in the Judeo-Christian tradition. In Hebrew, the word Shabbat, Sabbath, shares the same root as the word for 7. This attack literally occurred on the 7th day, targeting a facility whose name vibrates with the energy of 7. The message here is about humanity's relationship with creation itself. If we look deeper at the city's coordinates, Palm Springs sits at approximately 33 degrees north latitude. 33 is perhaps the most significant number in sacred traditions, representing the highest level of spiritual initiation in Freemasonry, the age of Christ at crucifixion, and the number of vertebrae in the human spine through which Kundalini energy rises. That this event occurred at this precise latitude connects it to profound spiritual transformation. The clinic is located on East Tahquitz Canyon Way, a name derived from Native American mythology. Tahquitz was a powerful shaman who was banished from his tribe for using his powers for evil. The clinic's location on a street named after this figure, representing the misuse of power, adds another layer of synchronistic significance to the event. Let's examine the timing in relation to astrological events. The bombing occurred just 3 days after a powerful Scorpio lunar eclipse. Scorpio governs reproduction, transformation, death, and rebirth, precisely the themes at play in this event. Eclipses are cosmic portals that accelerate evolutionary processes and bring hidden elements to light. This bombing came through the energetic gateway of this eclipse, manifesting its most shadow aspects. The single fatality, reportedly the perpetrator, carries profound numerical significance. 1 is the number of new beginnings, singularity, and divine unity. That only one life was lost, the life of the one who sought to destroy, speaks to the self-defeating nature of violence against the creative principle. In many spiritual traditions, those who attempt to disrupt the divine order ultimately only destroy themselves. The bombing took place in California, the 31st state admitted to the Union. 3 plus 1 equals 4. The number of foundation, structure, and material manifestation. 4 represents the physical world and material plane. This attack was an attempt to undermine the very physical foundation, 4, of human creation itself. Reproductive health care has been regulated in the United States since 1973 with the landmark Roe v. Wade decision. From 1973 to 2025 is 52 years. 5 plus 2 equals 7, again highlighting the creation number 7. The timing of this attack falls within this 7 vibration, marking it as connected to the spiritual dimensions of human creation. The American Reproductive Centers Network was founded in 1990. From its founding to this attack is 35 years. 3 plus 5 equals 8, the number of abundance, power, and karma. 8 represents the law of cause and effect. For every action, there is an equal reaction. This attack came precisely when the organization's timeline aligned with the karmic number 8. Palm Springs itself was incorporated as a city in 1938. From its incorporation to this attack is 87 years. 8 plus 7 equals 15, which reduces to 6, the number of harmony, balance, and love. 6 is also connected to the heart chakra in some traditions. The attack represents an assault on the very harmony, 6, that the city's energy field was designed to maintain. The most striking synchronicity is that fertility clinics work with embryos that are typically 5 days old when transferred, the Blastocyst stage. 5 is the number of this attack. May 17th reduces to 5. The attack literally carried the numerical vibration of the very life stage these clinics work to implant and nurture. When we examine the Hebrew gematria, an ancient system assigning numerical values to words, fertility equals 54, which reduces to 9, 5 plus 4. 9, as we've seen, is the number of completion and humanitarian service. Bombing equals 71, which reduces to 8, 7 plus 1. 8 is the number of karma and cosmic justice. This attack represents the karmic reaction, 8, to humanity's approach to creation and completion, 9. Looking at the sacred geometry of Palm Springs, the city is arranged in a grid pattern with Mount San Jacinto forming a pyramid shape to the west. Pyramids have long been understood as energy amplifiers, focusing cosmic forces. The clinic's location in relation to this natural pyramid created an energetic vortex that intensified the spiritual significance of the event. Even the colors associated with fertility clinics, often blue and white, correspond to the throat chakra, communication, truth, and crown chakra, divine connection. The attack represents an assault on truth and divine connection regarding the sacred process of creation. What does this mean for our collective journey? When violence targets centers of creation during powerful astrological portals at locations vibrating with master numbers, it represents a critical juncture in our spiritual evolution. We are being called to re-examine our relationship with creation itself, how we bring life into this world, how we honor the divine feminine principle, and how we navigate the ethical frontiers of reproductive technology. This event serves as a warning about the consequences of polarization around life's most sacred processes. The numerical codes embedded within it reveal that this was not random violence, but a manifestation of deep spiritual conflicts playing out in our collective consciousness. For those with eyes to see and ears to hear, these patterns call us to move beyond the surface, political divisions, and recognize that how we approach creation in all its forms determines whether we evolve toward harmony or devolve into self-destruction. If you felt the resonance of these cosmic patterns, please hit like and subscribe to continue our journey of uncovering the hidden spiritual dimensions of world events. Nothing in our universe happens by accident, only by divine orchestration that we're now awakening to perceive. Until next time, stay alert to the sacred mathematics governing our reality, and remember, the universe speaks through numbers for those willing to listen. Thank you for joining me on this journey of awakening.